Hey. We'll do that instead. I always hate going live completely unprepared, but it's okay. Make sure that this is working on this end. It is working. We'll do that instead. You don't need to hear me twice. You're gonna get enough of me in this. Alright. There we go. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but here I am, and I hope you're all having a good night. Well, not the last day of the year. I can't read everything on the chat there. Do that instead. How's it going? Yeah, it's been a very long minute. An incredibly long minute. I'm still alive. That's about all I can say. I really just don't know. Been working so much lately that I can't even think about doing anything else. And it's kind of weird, but it's okay. But it's good to see you guys. It's nice to see you here. I don't know what I'm doing, really. I'm just you know what? Let me do something on this channel before the year ends, because it has been a very long past half a year, really, since I kind of stopped doing races, and then it kind of you know, half-heartedly came back, and I'm going to continue the Pro Series. It's just I haven't gotten an opportunity to record the next race, and that's just all there is to it, you know. It'll come eventually. It's not like it used to be where I was just whipping 2 to 3 races out every week. I can't do that. I don't enjoy doing that. I enjoy doing one every 2 weeks now, and it's I like that. It's a nice pace for me. But I also want to do more than just NR. But I'm kind of stuck in the mindset that that's the only thing I can do. And Keegan, it's been a while since I've seen you, man. I'm glad you're still alive. I have no clue. I mean, I know I left the server and all that, and I explained that earlier, and I don't want to go into too much detail with that. No hard feelings. Just needed to move on. So I don't know how everyone's doing, really, because it's been so long since I've talked to or have had conversations with anyone. Yeah, I know, especially this time of year. And for me, because I work at a place where we got a lot of people who come during the holiday season, and yeah, it's a lot. And it's just January 9th cannot come. Actually, January 10th cannot come sooner. That's when the whole holiday season at work stops, and then I'll actually have a little bit more time on my hands, which I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of things I want to do, including stuff on this channel once the time comes in 2022. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. But today was one of my few days off that I've had. That's good. That's good. I'm glad it's doing all right in there. It's like I said, I don't think it's particularly bad, but it's just not for me anymore. I just vibe so much differently now than they did at the beginning of the year. And it's like I said, it's not against anyone in particular. It's just I'm different now, and it's kind of just moving my own way. But nothing against anyone. I'm glad you guys are all doing good. But yeah, I hope you're all having a great night. One thing, I don't know how many of you, I'm sure you all kind of watched NASCAR this past season. I really, once, June came along, I kind of just stopped caring. And I don't know, I kind of almost gave up, but I think, a week ago, they announced that they were going to use the slightly higher horsepower package and the lower downforce package, and I'm you know what, that actually has me a little bit more interested in next season. I'm intrigued, it's weird, because I really like NASCAR at the beginning of the season, but once you get into NBC's part of the coverage, I just stop caring, because I get really busy during the summer and I just don't have time. I haven't been able to watch any football this year either. I'm working tomorrow night, my Alabama Crimson Tide is playing tomorrow night against Cincinnati, which I want Cincinnati to do well too. That's a hard one. But I'm gonna miss that game and the other game because I work from 3:30 to 11:30 tomorrow. It's a good chance I'll be on the road when the new year comes. It's like it is what it is. And I work New Year's Day too. And then I work Sunday, and then I work Monday, and then I work Tuesday, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Actually, I'm off next Thursday, and then I work 3 more days, and then it really does die off, which is good. In case you guys don't, I think I announced it. I did get promoted at work. Not that anyone really cares too much. So that's been going really well. I really enjoy having people under me. I've been told by some of my colleagues that I am one of the nicest of our team. So that's nice. I try to be nice to people. Kind of suck at it here, but I do my best. Yeah, the summer months were terrible. I don't even like remember. The only thing I remember is like watching the Daytona 500 and Michael McDowell winning. Like everything else, like I cannot stand the playoffs. It takes so much out of it for me. Because it's just so, I don't know. The coverage is terrible too, from both. Fox is annoying, but I actually hate NBC's coverage more. Like I don't know why, but they're just terrible. I don't know. But I will say, I'm looking forward to 2022, at least the first part of the season in the springtime, when I actually do have more time on my hands to actually, like, follow it and watch it. I'm very intrigued about the Clash. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun event. I really do. I think the thing I like about what it is that it's a non-points race. So it's just a race. It doesn't mean anything. It can be whatever it is. But I'm looking forward to, a lot of the races this season. Hopefully, they, like I said, they were going to use that, basically the Xfinity package. Like, that actually makes me like, okay, it's hopefully going to be a better product this year. We really don't know, but I'm intrigued. I really am. And obviously, you got IndyCar coming up, too. I want to, and I have plans, and I'm going to work on those plans once the busy season is done, to go to the Indy 500 this year. So I'm hoping that all works out. I have not been able to really focus on that the past month or so, but once a couple weeks comes from now, I'll be working on that, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. That's something I really want to do, and it's one of my big plans for next year. Really, the only big plan I have for next year right now, because I don't have anything else. But no, it's been good. It really has, it's also the first year or semester, I guess you can say, that I have not had any school, and that makes it so much more enjoyable. And I know a lot of y'all are still in school or in college and doing that and trying to balance that with work and whatnot. It is so nice just not having any of that crap left to do. I come home from work, and that's it. I don't have anything else that I have to do. And I love it because, I'm actually just much happier now that I don't have this extra thing that I have to do, and then have to keep up with all the time. And I think that's kind of how I felt with NR there, especially over the summer. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say I hate doing NR, because I do still love doing it. But I overdid myself, and I should not have started the season earlier this year. That was kind of I regret starting season 10 of the Cup Series, because then what ended up happening is I just kind of cut it off, and it didn't get its proper finish as it should have. That was kind of disappointing. I'm sure Keegan's happy with it, though, because he unofficially won the championship and the last race. So, but it's we did officially win the last race, but he's the unofficial champion. Because, it still kind of really wasn't a full season. It's just too much. It was just too much work, and yeah. But I still love doing it. It's just I don't have as much time for it, and I don't think I enjoy it when I force myself to do it, and that's kind of what ended up happening. And the community, I've had a love-hate really, not with you guys. You guys have always been generally pretty good, but you know, it's just so weird sometimes, you know. And like I said, this year I have become such a different person from the beginning of this year to now, and it's just going through all the thoughts and motions of that. But hey, it's great to see all you guys here. Good to see Andrew there, and Josh, and Ace as well. Great to see you guys. First, I saw Andrew a couple weeks ago, I think. I know I saw you a couple weeks ago. I'm just trying to think. That was like almost 2 weeks ago. Doesn't feel like it was almost 2 weeks ago, but it was almost 2 weeks ago. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I like I said, I don't think I don't hold anything against anyone personally in the NOFSRL, and it's just I think the whole like mentality of a whole group going together. I think it gets tough sometimes because it's like I just wanted to kind of go my own path and just do my own thing, you know, and I don't know. I'm not very good at explaining how I feel. But it was interesting. It was just really interesting, you know, what happened this summer. And I apologize for being so back and forth with it and being so, like, I don't know, so odd about the whole thing. But I don't know. I just want to do, I think it's like, it's kind of thing, too. It's like, I had done this for so long. It's like, it's now time to do something different, you know? And, yeah, this is the way it goes, you know? There's so many other things I want to do, too. Obviously, you guys know I write music, and I'm not that good at it, really. I don't know how to play music on the shit, but I love writing. I absolutely love doing it, and I want to just keep on doing it. You know, I just love doing it because I just love doing it. You know, I'm not trying to make a career out of it or anything. I just enjoy doing it, you know, and I like sharing and all that, and then that's that. And that's something I actually have come to enjoy more than NR. I haven't had much time to do anything like that lately either, but, you know, I want to do more of that once, you know, winter comes around, and you know, I enjoy doing that. I made a song with Elijah, too. That was pretty cool. You know, I enjoyed doing that. Maybe we can make another one soon. That would be awesome. But yeah, how are you guys doing? You know, I mean, I've been hanging in there. It's a crazy world out there, but hope you're all doing all right, you know, and figuring things out. Yeah, I you know, online was never for me. I told you this the other day too. Online was never really for me, you know, and I had fun the couple times I did it, but like I don't know. I felt so disconnected from like the whole online thing, especially when I called races. I didn't really. I mean, I knew some people, of course, but it was like I really don't know how online works. You know, I know everyone thinks I'm a good commentator, yada yada yada, but it's just like, okay, you know, so what? You know, I don't really enjoy doing this. I think the thing I like about offline is that you get to control essentially everything, you know. I mean, and that was a lot of fun for me. You control the schedule, you know, and all that other stuff, you know. But you know, I'm glad you're doing well too, Josh, you know. That's good. Hey, you know, Elijah, you released your little EP earlier. That one song, Among the Stars, that's on my on repeat on Spotify. I actually like legitimately really like that song. It's really good. It's fun to listen to. You nailed it with that one. I love it. And go check out Elijah's stuff too. He's on Spotify. Let me pull it up so that everyone knows. Where is this? Spotify. I listen to my own music a lot, and I hope that doesn't seem narcissistic. I don't know why I do it, but I do listen to it all the time. Let me see here if I can find it. So, what am I doing there? And then there. I'm gonna give him a shout out. This is the one you want. Right here. And this song, and obviously, I think this is probably number one because I've been listening to it all the time. But go check Elijah out. He does a great job, and I really like his music, especially this song. This song is like this. It's a bop. Absolutely love it. Absolute bop. Switch back to this, but yeah, and I'm always here too, Brett, or Derek. I almost call you Brett. Am I allowed to call you Brett? Is that okay? Even though I'm not in the server anymore, obviously y'all know my Discord, and I'm there, and I'm always there to help you through things if you need me to. I'm busy. I can't always be there constantly, but absolutely, I'm more than welcome to help out and help you through and just be there for you. I care about you guys, and I don't want you feeling like you're alone. I'm still here, even though it doesn't seem like it, I am still here. Moving out soon. I want to move out soon, but I have a pretty good relationship with my folks, and it's a lot cheaper living here than it is with the way the housing market is right now. So hey, I'm fine. Save up that money, that's what I'm doing. Saving up that money, investing a little bit in crypto. That's interesting. But I'm not investing at all. I'm not an idiot, but I'm doing a little bit of that. I don't know it too much, but I know a little bit of it. Oh yeah, cool. You told me about that new series you'll be doing in February. 40 races. That's like season 3 of the Chick-fil-A Cup series. That was insane. Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm a gentleman. I try to refer to people by real names. No, Choo Choo Man. Yeah, that's hey, that's just that. That's kind of right. I work on an actual train. Not as much of a fan of that job as I am my main job, but I also run a miniature train display too, so that's also cool. Even though you probably know way more about trains than I do. I'm where I work on the train, I'm the one guy that doesn't know anything at all about the trains, and the guest on the train will ask about these really high-end details in the trains. I have no clue what you're talking about. I just work here. I do know how to walk on a moving train, though, so that's cool. Thanks for the comment on the mustache. Been growing this bad boy for over 2 years now, so I don't anticipate it going anywhere anytime soon. I think it looks so much better without the beard. You guys might remember when I had the beard. It just wasn't. I didn't like it. I think it just got out of hand sometimes. I know I have a little bit right now. I got to shave soon, but I think it's nice just the mustache. I look so much better that way, in my opinion. Good for you. Good for you, Derek. It's good not to have to worry about money. I save up. I'm pretty good on that. It's always good to save money. Live within your means. Don't I mean, Derek can get away with it because he has a lot of money. But if you don't have the money, don't spend it. Sir, this is a Wendy's. I went to Wendy's earlier today. I'm a bit of a. See, there's a Wendy's right by where I work, so I got to get those spicy nugs, man. Those things are good. Hey, it's taken me 2 years to grow this, so it's take me a little while. I'm getting there. But yeah, the beards. I don't know. I'm not a big beard fan anymore. I used to think it was cool, and it was just it just doesn't look that good. It's hard to keep that neat. The mustache is way easier to keep neat, and it still looks pretty good. So I like it. Let's see. One thing, and I said that I was going to do next year, is the Indy Car Series, and I really do want to do this. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull this up here. Signups. This is the schedule for the Pro Series, by the way. I've got this is the I did put dates on here, thinking that let's see if I can actually match these dates. That did not happen, but it's all right. But Homestead will be the next race, and I don't know when it'll be, but we'll get there. This is what I'm looking for next year's Indy Car schedule, and hopefully I can follow the dates for this. But this is all I plan on doing next year, and then finishing up the Pro Series as well. Just doing something. Obviously, we'll do the Indy 250. That's a fun race. But what I'm looking, I don't know what this is a work in progress here too. So I don't know. This whole thing, just take all of this with a grain of salt, because I still don't know what's going on with that. But what I'm thinking of having for the IndyCar Series is either 24 or 26 cars, because I want it all to be custom, which means I'm gonna have to do signups for it soon. Which, hey, by the way, I'll do stuff in my own new server now. The link's in the description, and yeah, I'll do the owner's signups in there, but the driver's signups will be kind of done the old-fashioned way. But I don't know when it's going to be yet. I just have not had any time to think about this. It's just the way it is. I can't think straight right now, because all I can think about is work. I love my job, but that's all I can think about right now. It's just like, okay, gotta go to work tomorrow. But it's alright. Yeah, I'm hoping, once I'm done work, I'll actually have more time to do all this as well, and that'll be kind of fun, getting through that. I just haven't had much time to really do much, because work. I want to go back to this. And I'm proving to you that I went to Wendy's by drinking a soda from Wendy's. So I don't know what to do. I didn't think I'd get this far. But hey, I'm glad you guys are all doing well, and yeah, I'm just glad to still be here, And like I said, I'm hoping in 2022 to actually do some more things, because, I'm looking forward to having a little bit more time on my hands. I've been kind of like super busy since summer, and once winter usually comes around, I usually am not as busy, so I have a little bit more time. But yeah, I have a lot of things to do with work and all that now, and then once I get the time, I'm going to work on all this stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I don't want to give up on the channel. Like, I mean, I've been stuck at like 900 subscribers for like a year now, and I do want to hit 1,000 at some point, but I know I'm not going to be able to do that if I'm not uploading anything. It's just not how it works. But that kind of is an ultimate final goal for this channel, because I officially started it 8 years ago, I think, because it was 2013 when I created this channel specifically. And I didn't ever think it would get as big as it did. It didn't even start out as NR or anything. It just was kind of a gaming channel, and it went through a couple of iterations before I started doing the NR the next year, and pretty much ever since mid-2014 it's been NR, and the fact that I've been able to grow that many people solely off of offline NR is kind of amazing. I don't know how I ended up becoming so successful with it, but it was great. It was awesome, and I know I kind of threw it all away there, but like, it was still kind of incredible that it was all kind of as big as it was. It was like, wow, okay, I didn't think this many people would like it, but hey, I'm really glad everyone did, and everyone kind of still does, and I'm just in that point now. I mean, I'm 22 and a half, I'm an adult, and I have adult things that I have to take care of, so it can't be to the rate it used to be. I mean, I remember when I first started, back in the day, like 2015, I was doing like 6 or 7 or 8 races a week. It's insane. But I was a kid then, and I had a lot more time, you know. I couldn't do that now, even if I had the time, because I wouldn't enjoy it if I did that. But no, I still love calling races, and I still love seeing the whole season play out. That's kind of the big thing for me. I really like seeing the whole season play out, and you know, when it's you guys involved too, you know, get some other people to kind of enjoy it as well. It's still a lot of fun. I still love it, you know, and we'll get to doing some things in 2022. Liquid Thermostat Cup Series. That's where it all started, really. That was June of 2013. So it's almost been 9 years since that. That's a long time. It's a really long time. This is hard. It's just so amazing how different it all is. Like, the whole NASCAR YouTube landscape is just completely different than what it was back then. It was, I mean, I don't want to knock on it now. It is what it is, you know. I don't enjoy it as much now, but it's not that it's bad. It's just the way it ended up evolving into, you know, and that's perfectly fine. But back in the day, everyone was doing NASCAR stop motion, and that was the hip thing to do. And it was a lot of fun back then, you know. And I was a complete insert colorful word here, you know, whatever you want to call me back then. But you know, I think in looking back at that, it's like, you know, I was just a kid then, you know. I was just a dumb kid, you know. We were all dumb kids back then. So it's like, you know, I feel bad for what I did, but like, I don't hold it against me because I'm a completely different person now than I was back then. But no, it was cool. It was really cool back then. You know, I had a lot of fun with it. You know, doing the stop motions there for a while. And then when I got NR, I was just like, oh, this is so much more fun for me. And the rest is history. You know, it's been a great ride. It really has. I'm a really boring person to listen to, by the way, but you know, like, I kind of have that Bob Ross voice, as Derek likes to say. So maybe it's helping to calm you down a little bit. I don't know. I hope you continue doing your stuff. Like, I don't, like, have that much time to do my own stuff, or to watch other people's stuff. And I will be honest, like, I've always enjoyed making NR myself, but I've not been near as much of a fan of watching other people's. And not to knock on other people at all. I think other people do a great job, and I want to support other people, but it's just like, I don't know, it's just like, I want to do it myself instead of watching someone else do it. You know? That's kind of how it's always been for me, but yeah, I mean, I hope you continue doing your stuff because you do an excellent job, and it's a lot of fun watching your stuff, you know, when I do get the opportunity to do so. I know, I try not to be that boring, but I mean, that's a good thing. All the exciting people in the world, you know, they turn out to be terrible people, you know? I mean, not all the time, but it's how it is. Yeah, someone who did stop motion, and my stop motions weren't that good back in the day. They were I always thought I was the best one because I actually had a very inflated ego when I was a kid. It's not near as inflated as it is now. I still have a little bit of an ego, but I recognize it and try not to let it get in the way. But it does take a long time, but some people put a lot more time in it than others, and it shows, and it's those people who really impress me. I haven't really, like, watched NASCAR stop motions in, like, 5 or 6 years. The NOFSL Cup Series is all done, man. Only unless someone else just takes the name of it, which they are more than welcome to do so over there if they want to. But Season 10 is officially done. You know, it's not coming back. It's it's done. I'm sorry. It's been done, and I like I said at the top of the show, it should never have even started. That was the problem. It should never have even started. And you know, I knew it was going to be too much for me, but I still took it on anyway. and it was a mistake to take it on, you know. And I was able to kind of keep it up until June, and when I just started working, and both 2 jobs actually. When I started working a lot more, I just lost. It just came too much, and it just all crashed and burned for me. Oh, it's not even NOFSRL anymore? Wow. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, it takes a lot of patience to do stop motion too, and I'm surprised I had the patience to do it when I was as young as I was, but I don't know, it's just, you can only do so much with stop motion. It's like you can only do so much with offline NR, really, but at least offline NR is still kind of fun, you know, for me at least, you know. Everyone does. Everyone has different vibes, you know. I don't think I'm ever really gonna leave NR. I just don't see me ever not doing it, at least in some capacity. It's never gonna be like it used to be, but like, I don't know, it changed my life. It really did, like legitimately. So, you know, it's like, how can I just not do it anymore, you know? It's like, it may not be the kind of thing, like I said, where I do big long series like constantly all the time. It will never be like that again, but just do a couple races, couple small series here and there, just kind of have fun with it, just to keep it going, you know. Who knows, you know. I didn't want to just completely give it up. It was kind of hard to just stop everything over the summer. I needed to take a break, and you know, and I'm still in that break mode essentially, you know, doing a little bit here and there, but yeah, I enjoyed it when I did put a lot into it, but now it's just time to kind of semi-retire from it, but not all the way. So, but no, I'm looking forward to doing stuff next year. IndyCar should be a lot of fun, and like I said, it will be soon when I do the owners. When we do the owner signups, it'll be soon, and I will let you guys know when that is. But yeah, just keep an eye for it. I will put a video out. I gotta see. I gotta like plan this. Maybe I'm thinking maybe next Thursday, not today, of course, but next year. No, I mean it will be technically next year on the 6th because I'm off on that day. I don't know. That may be the day we do it, because I do plan on the last weekend in February starting the season. It'll give me 7 weeks to do painting and stuff like that, you know. And if you guys want to paint too, I still gotta like make templates for it though, you know. So not that that's really too hard, but you know, there's a lot of planning that goes into starting a series. You know, and you don't realize it until you actually start. It's like, oh wait, this is why I don't want to do this anymore. But no, I do want to do it, of course. But I'm thinking that maybe next Thursday we'll do the owners signups for that, so that we can get that ball rolling, and do some IndyCar racing this year. But yeah, you know, let's do something. And I didn't bother to do this year because of all that didn't happen in terms of racing. But you know, in the past, I mean, I've done it. I think I've done it since 2016. The top 25 closest finishes on the channel. I don't know if we can really do top 25 this year because there weren't near as many races. But let's see some of the closest ones. And honestly, I think the last race that I did may end up being. Well, that's a real flattering thumbnail of me. My eyes half open. Anyways. Let us see. I want to do this. Signups. That's. So let's rename this to. What do I want to rename this to? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe top 10. It depends. I think it depends on which ones are the closest. I think that's kind of where it goes. Let's see. Closest finishes of 2021. And we'll start right at the top too. Why did I actually? You know, there were two of these races.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Because
I'm sorry about that. Let me turn that down. So I don't blow everyone's eardrums out. There were 3 of these that actually were uploaded in 2021. My goodness, that is loud on my end. No, it's not as loud on your end, but that's a little too loud for my liking. I want to have it up to 64. Ugh. Alright, this is how I do it. I go through like every series that I did. And I usually take anything that is, oh shoot, anything that is under 1/10 of a second, I think. So we're only going to do top 10 because we didn't have as many. This one, I think this, did this race end under caution?
Leads it with 1 lap to go.
Oh, this is the first race with my new mic.
In here. It's a battle
I think.
for third between Boyd, Baranowskis, Orta, and Isaac
At this
Nichols.
blue Yeti.
Thompson trying to work the high side right there, but I just don't think he's going to have enough time. How about Sebastian Kukulon? We mentioned the Owners' Championship, Pennzoil Motorsports, Mitchell Collins' team. Up there
Mitchell
in
Collins won the first race
They're gonna get a
as
lot
an
of points
owner.
Here tonight with Kukulon in the 98, winning the
I
first
think I
race of
uploaded this at
2021
like
on
1
FFN.
in the morning on January 1st. It was actually still 2020 out in the West Coast when that went up, but legally it is 2021. But I don't think that's close enough, so we're not going to count that.
Welcome.
This truck series was kind of interesting. I mean, it was kind of fun. You know, we're gonna do 25 100s. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that because 25 100s. Because like I said, I don't know how close these are gonna be. Turkey Hill Truck Series, Las Vegas, 0.218. I think that's what it was. Yes. And then there's this one.
It's a new year, a new.
And this one was crazy. Oh, I think this one ended under caution. I put so much production into this race.
And I've been kind of like laid back on doing this, and I haven't said anything about it. But last year, I actually gave the Turkey Hill Truck Series champion.
I remember this one. This one was kind of like. Hope it's not too loud for you guys. I don't think it is. This one, if I can remember correctly, I can't remember correctly because this was a very long time ago.
Cup Series and Season 6 of the Turkey Hill National Series coming up, and
someone else was like dominating this championship the whole time. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe you guys do. But Joe Rutkowski like started off this race like really deep. Well, not really deep. But he was fifth. He was fifth in points. He was 18 behind, and he managed to win the championship without even winning a race. Strict points, man. That's just how it goes, you know. And I think Fisher, either it was Fisher or Kukulon, were like dominating the champ. Well, Rutkowski was up there near the end. I don't know. I think it was Fisher G. Yeah, Fisher G was kind of in control, and I think he wrecked. And then, yeah, and then Rutkowski won it. That race ended under caution, so you know, really don't count that as closest finish. You know, the reason why I actually do wear sunglasses in most of these videos is because you may notice the glare from like all the screens does not really look too well on my regular glasses. So like it works out a lot better. Like you can see the thumbnail here, there's this glare, you can't even tell that I have an eye. It's like kind of weird. But this, you know, it's just kind of all hidden back in there. What is the next one? Turkey Hill National Series.
It's a new year.
This was a fun series to do. Alright, that's not close. Actually, that also ended under caution, so that
It's a
doesn't
new
count.
year.
This was Daytona. There we go. There's a close one. And that one was 0.075. So I'd say that was a pretty close race.
It's a
It
new
was
year.
California. But I'm looking forward to Auto Club coming back. It is one of my favorite tracks, and I think it'll be a decent race with the new package. Too bad they're gonna completely ruin the track essentially. I don't think Auto Club is the track that they should be turning into a short track. That should be Texas that they do that with. But some of them also kind of, I don't know if I'm disappointed or what. At Dover, which is my home track, which is the only track I've seen a NASCAR race at before, is now owned by SMI. So, yeah, they're now the Dover Motor Speedway. It's just so weird seeing the Dover logo with the SMI logo. It's like, it just feels so wrong. It's kind of disappointing. This one was actually pretty close. 1.39. This was California Turkey Hill National Series Auto Clubs. Officially what it is. This is how I do. Well, this is how I did the top 25 closest finishes every year. 0.139. I would put them all, go through each race that I did, essentially, and then put it all into a spreadsheet and just organize it through the spreadsheet. That was way too far to really count. This is a road course race, so I doubt this was anywhere being close. This race was weird. Yeah, I'll go ahead and include that. Atlanta. Texas is just a horrible track. Especially bad. Well, it's kind of. It depends with IndyCar. It's not good with IndyCar either. I don't know. Alright, that's that. Rockingham. That was a big margin of victory. This one should be pretty close, unless it ended under caution, which I think this one did actually end under caution. Yep, it did. This was a good race, I think. Oh, it also ended under caution. Chevy Trucks 300. Why aren't you loading? Oh, this was a close one. This was a really close one. Turkey Hill National Series from Talladega. 0.036. Did a Darlington race too, which was fun. Darlington's a fun track in this game. I love it. The base Darlington is one of my favorite tracks in this game. Absolutely love it. That was over a second. Dover. Base Dover is the best Dover. That was also a pretty big margin of victory there. Indianapolis. That's a good one right there. Turkey Hill National Series from Indy. 0.077.
It's a new year.
Charlotte. One, two, three. And it was 0.123. This is Chicagoland. This was right near the end. That one didn't have a close one. Actually, I think this one might have been close. I thought. Nah, it wasn't. But Marty won. Yeah, that was Turkey Hill National Series for this
When that
year.
cycle began, and he was able to take his lap.
Y'all still use that that old theme in the NOFSRL? Mellow Yellow Smooth Fest. This is when we, I think this race ended under caution. Yeah, I kind of miss, like, I think I enjoyed doing all this, like, really when it started. You know, it's like, oh, it's a new season, you got all these new drivers, all these new custom cars. Started with the Mellow Yellow Smooth Fest. It's a lot of fun during speed weeks doing all this stuff, but it's just so much work, and I don't know. It's come to my mind, it's like, I can do another Cup Series. No, I don't need to put that much on me. I'll do Indy Car, you know, just keep it kind of low key, you know. This race ended under caution, so
It's a new year.
that does not count. Mellow Yellow Duel. This one was close. Duel number 1. Hey, Nicholas Samadillo. Hey, you know it's going to be close with him. And CS Duel number 1. 0.014. That is the closest one so far. Oh, wait. There's a second race in here.
It's a new year, a new season, and we...
That's good. I still have some influence. NCS Duel number 2. We may have enough to do 20. Maybe not. 0.160.
It's a new year, a
Fitzwater
new
won the
season,
Daytona
and we are
500, right?
aren't for the lap trap.
Yeah, that's sort of close. That would be 164, according to that. I would hope I got that right.
It's a new year, a new season, and we are underway.
This would have been Auto Club, I think. Sort of close. We'll put that on Auto Club. 0.1, that was 170. This was a good race. I remember this one. 0.081. No, Thomas Troxel didn't like that one, but it's just the way the game goes sometimes.
It's a new year.
This has maybe been one of the worst races of the season. Was Las Vegas. It was caution free. I don't like caution free races. I like races to have like just one caution in it. Doesn't need to be too many cautions. I don't want a wreck fest, but it's like if it's just caution free, especially in an oval like this, it's kind of like it doesn't feel like a complete race. Phoenix. How much was this one again?
It's a new year.
I said 2,500. That's over 2,500, so I'm not going to do that
It's a new
one.
year, a new season.
But this one, 243. That's under 2,500, so. CS Phoenix. Atlanta. I don't remember how this one went. That's 0.211. Now I'm really boring. Because, you know, all I'm doing is just data stuff. But I love putting things into spreadsheets and organizing data. I enjoy it. And that's actually a big reason why I like doing these races, because there's a lot of data involved with it. It's a lot of fun.
It's a new year.
This race, I remember I redid. Oh, there's your voice, Josh, by the way. Apparently you called this race, too. That was a fun race, I remember.
It's a new year. Right, he came out of nowhere.
That was also a good race. This one probably pretty close.
Real redemption, and then
Nicholas Samadillo won it. He had a couple of close ones right there this year, didn't he? Kansas. That wasn't close. That was an odd race. This was that odd part of the season. That one's too far away.
It's a new year.
This one, that's too far as well.
It's a new
The
year.
All-Star race. The Open. Yeah, that's too much. And now it's too much as well. Hey, I know Andrew. I remember he was watching that. Watching that the night it went up. He used the chat replay. I know it's here. Why isn't it loading? You know, I used to care about people disliking my videos, but like I really don't anymore, and I hate that they got rid of like the number count for that. It just looks terrible that way. I don't know. It just doesn't look right. Like if people hate me, I want everyone to know it. Or if people hate the race. I think that's probably more of a better claim. Oh wow, that's a big one. 4.32 seconds. That's the cool thing about this race in particular. I always liked. They stretched out a lot in the Coke 600 when we did it, and that made it kind of a cool race because of that. We got here, that one's too much, and then we got the last two races that we did. That was a big one. It was good to see McMillan get one last win. It was good to see Keegan finally pop a win too. And that one's too big as well. Then we got this thing, or that's just qualifying. And let's see here. Let's see here. We got. I don't think I had any like special races that went up at the beginning of the season. I know in years past I had like special races like at the beginning of the season, stuff like that, when I used to just crank out races constantly. Yeah, the Indy 250 this year was essentially a special event. Which I'm very glad I was able to do it. I mean, we were going to do a whole series with it, but I just didn't get to it. Whereas Freedom 50 is always a good race. And I'm pretty sure this was probably decently close. Maybe within our threshold for... well, definitely was. Freedom 50. Where did it go? 0.109. That was a good race. And then of course this was a really good race, as always. I think as my computer isn't as capable of handling NR as well as it used to be. And that also makes it kind of frustrating. Like, I can't do these really long races anymore, like, all the time. Like, I can do this every year, or the Thanksgiving 500 every year, but, oh, it got frustrating there. Like, I can't still replay a wreck during the race, or it's a 50-50 chance that the game's going to crash. I have to keep it going. 1.4, or 0.147, that was pretty close, too. So, Indy 250. But this was a good one. Micah was going to join us for this one, but he couldn't. That kind of sucked, but... Hey, we're going to do the Indy 250 again this year. Single card qualifying and all. We're going all out, as we always do. I love doing that race. It's so much fun. There was that. There was the Thanksgiving 500. I think that was Thanksgiving 500. I'm glad I did this. This one's one of my favorites. 216. That won't be top 10, but it will apply to our little threshold. Keep on missing it there. 216. What else we got here? next 7,500. I just did that, and then the sprint races also count. They are official races. So let's see, what was this one? 253. It's 2.5, so just above the threshold there. We're not going to do that. And there was this race. That was pretty significant. And there's the Daytona sprint that we did a couple weeks ago. And 0.29. Point 0.029, not point 0.0. I don't know. But the closest finish of the year is you know, it's gonna end up being the last race that I did this year, because this thing, I love that beat. I made it. I know I made that beat. I love listening to this song. Well, it's a live stream though, Mitchell, so I don't know if we'll quite do it.
Hello, everybody.
Those are the AG at the desk videos are pre-recorded.
Is AG here, and
I don't know.
welcome to the Daytona
I am at the
International
desk, so
Speedway, as we are here. Well, not.
I don't know. I kind of hate it. Like I love making music, and I listen to my own music like all the time, and it just I feel so selfish in doing that. This was definitely the closest finish of the year. This was closer than some of the closest finishes we've had in prior years. This thing was wicked. But, what a way to end the year. So top 10 is going to go like this. The Turkey Hill National Series at Charlotte would make it. Yeah, you're right. I am at the desk, so. I might make a video. I don't have to get up early for work. Like I said, I work tomorrow night, so I do kind of have all night. I can go as long as I want to tonight. But I won't make the video on stream. It's a little weird. My mother wants me to bring the clothes up. Okay. I will do it when I'm done. I will probably forget to do it, but I will eventually get to it. So that's top 10 closest finishes of this year. Yeah, I know it's okay. You know, like I said, I write the music for multiple reasons, because I enjoy doing it, and it helps me mentally too, and I kind of have an outlet to talk about my mental health in a very creative way, and I enjoy doing it. I really do. And I want to make another album. I just want to keep on doing it. Why not? You know, I love it. Absolutely love it. Anyways, enough about that. Trying to push it all on you guys. I thought about like putting it on this channel, because that's where everyone is. But the thing is, I want this channel to just become whatever, and very broad topic channel, whatever, but like this is all I can do. I'm just so stuck with doing NR. It's like I feel like, oh, I want to make other videos, and it's like the only thing I know how to do is make NR videos. I don't know what else to do, what else I could be good at, you know. Okay, so we watched, or we didn't watch, but did the top 25 or top closest finishes of this year. Holy crap. I put this in chapters. Wait. Yo, this is scary. YouTube, okay, now this is, I did not put it in chapters. YouTube on their own looked at the video and put chapters in.
Looking for his 19th career win. Ashland Boy trying
What
to
on
steal it away
earth?
from him. Fitzwater going to go a little wide through the corner. Boyd is going to have one last shot in turns 3 and 4. He's going to have to get a run off of turn number 2 and make the
Okay, this
three.
is weird because it didn't quite catch all of them.
Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And he will hold him off. Zachary Fitzwater in the number 9 is going to
okay.
get his 19th
That's
lap
actually
win.
kind of.
Fitzwater dominates at Darlington.
And speaking of listening to my own music, now this is a thing though. To avoid copyright, no, I did not do that. To avoid copyright, I just use my own music for this because, well, I know no one's gonna strike it if I use it, so it doesn't quite fit. Evergreen fits, but outside of that, nothing else really fits. But, oh, I'm sorry you have to see this, Josh. I know this was a hard one for you. That was a fun series to do because we did ratings, and it kind of like it made it kind of interesting because Eric Monaco was clearly the best car, but like he still fully didn't have it until the last race, I don't think. But it like you kind of knew some guys had an advantage over others, and then made it kind of fun in a way. And I was okay with it because everyone kind of chose their own ratings. It wasn't like, you know, I gave the advantage to some other people. I'd hate to do that. That's why I've never done ratings with my stuff, because I couldn't just start in on it. Because like, who gets the good ratings? You know, the people who've been around forever. You know, I obviously kind of have a bias towards the people who've been around forever. You know, but I don't want them to automatically win all the time because that would be cheating. But you get my point. You know, it's kind of hard to listen to myself and talk at the same time. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. But that series was fun, and obviously I started that when everything shut down and I had absolutely nothing to do at all except school, but I did not care. But no, that was a fun series to do. I wouldn't mind doing something like that again sometime. Turkey Hill National Series. This was a fun series to do in 2020. No doubt about it. And Mitchell Collins got a win there. I don't know if he's still watching. It's like one person watching. It's probably Josh, but you know, it's okay. It's fun to just talk and make content anyway, even if no one's watching. Valvoline 400. Oh, I played this one for a while. See, this is so long ago, and I've been so removed from this that I don't really remember who wins these races and what happens. Oh, yeah, Gatlin Downey won this. Oh, this was the penultimate race of the season last year. That was weird. I knew not everyone was not everyone was really, like, on board with that, but that's just the way it worked out.
Wow. But he's the only guy in this top 3 who's not a rookie. White flag on the Interstate Batteries 500 for Sam Austin.
Oh, there's Josh again. This might have been the first race he called with me, actually. Now that I think about it. Now, Texas, I can't stand it in real life, but the original Texas and NR, if you hit it right, it's actually a decent track.
First career Cup Series victory. He gets it. And the Interstate Batteries 500 at Texas. Looking at the inside of Matt Gallio now.
This is another one that Josh Williamson lost. I can't remember. You may. Oh, you were calling this race. That's what it was. I don't know how I remember you were calling this race, but you were calling this race with me. I'm pretty sure. Yep, you were calling this race with me. I remember these really odd little things like that. I remember this race. I remember calling this race. It was kind of a bland race. Indianapolis kind of hit or miss on the stock cars. Marty. Good old Marty. 2020 was weird for the obvious reasons, of course, but like I think in terms of like the whole NR stuff, it was like it started out one way and ended in such another way. But 2020 I really think was the peak of my enjoyment with NR. I had such it. I mean, it helped me get through 2020. It was so much fun doing all these races with you guys last year, especially. And I think I tried to replicate that this year, but then everything essentially kind of went back to normal this year for me. So it was much different because the rest of my life was just kind of back to normal. Like, you know, for a lot of last year, from March to August, I wasn't working. And I came back to work in August, and that was right around the time the season ended. So once I got back to work, it kind of was just like, I don't have enough time to do it. And I think slowly throughout the fall of 2020 and into 2021, it just got too much. And there's Alex interrupting everybody. I hope Alex is doing. Actually, he's in the server. Who am I kidding? I gotta say something to him. Hope he's doing all right. There's so many guys I haven't like talked to in so long, and I feel bad. It's like I haven't been trying to ignore you. It's just I am not good. I don't have like any social. I mean, I still have Twitter and I still have Instagram, but I don't use it. I don't even come close to it anymore. I just cannot do it anymore. I do have a Snapchat, by the way, if you want to add me. It's a good way to keep in contact with me on top of Discord. What is it? Josh already knows it, but I don't remember what it is. It is agram2498. I don't really know like how Snapchat really works. It's kind of, I don't particularly like its interface, but it's good for just like communicating with friends. Not that I do too much of that. Oh, this is the one where Justin cussed. These were cool. Okay, the whole drivers only broadcast that I did for like every single race last year, that was a lot of fun. It's just last year, and like I said, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Like this year I just changed so much as a person. Like I was so much. It's so weird, you know, because like you get older and you know you have more responsibilities in life, and you know, and I hold a pretty, I don't want to say high position at where I work, but you know, everybody that I work with where I work is old enough to be my parent or grandparent essentially. So it's very strange, but you know, there's a lot of responsibility that comes with it, and I feel like, and especially in my position because I'm engaging with the general public, that it's a certain mannerism that I have to hold all the time because I hold that position. And I think that's kind of one of the big issues that I had with being in the server. And it's like I said, it's not that there's anything wrong with it or anything like that, but it was kind of like, it's so hard to explain. I felt so out of place because, you know, in my personal life, here I am kind of holding this high position, well, not high, I mean, but just this high responsibility position where I interact with the public a lot, and, you know, I have to hold a very, you know, good figure, I guess you can say. And that's not to say that, you know, NFL is bad, but it's just like, there's definitely a sense of the culture where it's more chaotic, I guess you can say, that probably would not fly where I'm at professionally, and it was just so hard having that and then having to be real professional. It was hard for me to balance that mentally. It sounds stupid, I know, but that's kind of really where I was with that. So, I mean, I love doing NR, and watching this is like, oh yeah, 2020 was a great year, but like 2020, I was in a much different position professionally too, so I could be a little bit more off the wall, you know, and whatnot. I know, it sounds stupid, and I think it really is, but that's kind of really what it is at the end of it all. I wish I could get the ticker to actually work without my game crashing, because I love that. I love that ticker the way it is. You still got the old UIE 2013, but then you have the scrolling ticker as on top of that. They give you that extra information. But my computer just doesn't like me anymore. It's an old computer, relatively speaking. I got it in 2017. It's still really good, but it's just, you know, old age. It kind of gets a little old, you know, and the older you are, the less energy you have, I guess. I don't know. No, it's like, I still love doing this, and I kind of want to rebuild my own little community to be less chaotic. I gotta just kind of roll with my own thing, you know. I still love doing this, and like I said, I want to do so much else next year on the channel and just with other things. I have a very creative mind, I feel like I do at least, and I want to utilize that creative mind in many ways, because it helps me feel good about myself in a good way, you know. It doesn't, like, inflate my ego or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm trying to do, but just helps with my mental health, you know, and you know, all of this has helped me not lose my crap, you know? Let's put it that way. Ah, this race was beautiful. Every Nicholas Samadeo win is beautiful.
Nicholas Samadeo. Will he have enough fuel, or will he have to come down on the final lap? Just like last year, he's pulling away with Thomas Troxel across the line. He's got the gas.
He's got the gas. You know, what I meant by that is that he had enough gas to make it to the line. It came out very strange in that call, but hey, you know what? That was a good call. That was a great race. Good old Bradley. You see, you know, at this point, I don't hold anything against anyone, even Bradley anymore, just because, so what? You know. But that was... that was kind of the start of, like, the downfall, I think. Jesse Turner came so close to winning in Indianapolis, like so many times, they could never do it. I feel bad for him, because he almost won the well, he was up front in the points in the Cup Series this year, and here's another race he almost won. And he got screwed a couple times last year. I don't think he even... Oh, he won Vegas. Anything before the pandemic began, I don't remember. But Turner winning Vegas was actually pretty cool. This race was insane. Good old Chicagoland. I'm like the only one that can get this Chicagoland to work right, too. It was... everyone else had so much trouble with it, but it's a goofy track, but I love it. I don't think I have it in the Pro Series schedule. What I did with the Pro Series schedule, it did 3 of like each type of track. So it's 3 road courses, 3 super speedways, 3 mile-and-a-half tracks, 3 intermediates, or big intermediate ovals, and 3 short tracks, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Oh, Chase Harris won this race. And Chase Harris, man, that was... he won 5 races in a 16-race season on equal ratings. In perspective, the series that we had ratings last year was the Hers Dash Series. Eric Monaco also won 5 races in 20, but there were ratings involved. Chase Harris won 5 races. He just blew everyone out of the water. And then retired, like Nico Rosberg. Oh, speaking of Bradley. I love Charlotte. This is such a cool track in NR, in my opinion. And that is... I think this ended up being a lot closer than expected. I just had to take it. Sometimes I had to do that.
Bobo Jones at the line. He got it.
That wasn't the best of calls in the world.
First career win in the Turkey.
I don't think any of us were on the same page with that one, but it happens.
But they are in it to win it.
And Thanksgiving 500 was close last year.
In the Thanksgiving 500, will he come around to get his first career win and his first career start? Or will Davidson or Brady Wilmington spoil the party here in Concord, Massachusetts?
That was so weird too. Now I think I have edited the I&I on the one that I use. I'm pretty sure, but it gets goofy there, especially on the GNS physics. But it's so cool the way it just works out. I love it. Mile and a half tracks in NR are like some of the best tracks in NR. Quite opposite to real life. Short tracks can be a little wonky at times, but I think I've sort of figured out those. I mean, I've been doing this so long I can figure out which ones kind of work well and which ones don't. Mark Davidson. Yeah, you know, this was the 5th closest finish. It was at 0.4 of a second. The 5th closest finish this year was 0.5 of a second, so... We had some close finishes this year. Okay, here's the 4th by... This is at Nashville, and it was this race was good. Before Nashville was actually in real life, well, in the Cup Series at least. It's kind of interesting. I've had Nashville and Road America. I didn't do Road America in 2020, I don't think. I didn't. I used Portland instead of... That was the one mistake I made in last year's Cup Series. I didn't go to Road America. But I had pretty much done Road America and Nashville every season, and they both got added last year in real life. It was like, or this year in real life. So that was pretty cool. And this was a good race. We just had so many bangers last year. Like, it was such a good season from start to finish. I had so much fun with it. Good old nostalgia. I'm getting nostalgia for 2020, guys. That's how good this season was. I got nostalgic for the worst year of our lifetimes.
Don't look now. Here comes Eric Monaco. You might want to watch for him. Once again, 3 wide for second. McMillan's going to clear. Try to clear at least for the race lead. He's not going to do it quite yet. 3 wide, coming to the line.
Austin Colon. It's just you get some rando race like this that you just don't remember in here. It's like, oh, okay, this happened. Christmas Eve 500. This is an interesting thing about this race. So the last 3 years I did this with Stapleton. It was such a forced race. I never, like, wanted to really do it, but I felt like I had to because I always did the Thanksgiving 500, and Christmas is technically supposed to be bigger than Thanksgiving, even though I think Thanksgiving might almost be bigger in America, actually. I don't really know. But, that was so weird. It was just an odd race. It was always in the shadow of the Thanksgiving 500, and we merged it with Nathan's League a lot, and it just felt so forced. I kind of hate that it was like that. Real good for the racing. Yeah, the pit road's terrible on that track. I think I might do Portland and IndyCar though, just to kind of like get some road courses in. I think next year. Lewis and Kayla. Oh, and the closest finish last year was also 1/1000th of a second. Eric Monaco won. This is one where, like, it didn't seem like Monaco was gonna win, and he just came right through, right at the end.
Clifton have a shot at this one. Checkered flag next time by here in the Florida 200 at Daytona.
Oh, you know what?
Stabler needs to clear right here if he's gonna have a shot. He's not gonna do it. Monaco 3 wide to the inside. And a huge head of steam help there.
So I did the top. Okay, so with this video, I did the top 25 closest finishes. So all these might actually be here. And then it's every champion. Oh, I misspelled Napa fan. Well, we gotta delete the video and redo it, guys.
And he did it by hardly anything at the line.
There's an auto-generator. This is like...
What a win for Eric Monaco, 2nd straight. And I am pretty sure we got ourselves a championship favorite here in the Hers Dash Series after all.
Well, the thing about road courses, to make them good, you have to have pit stops. In 2020, it was just more than just those close finishes, and I had to do this whole montage like this. Oh, that was a great one. Because that was obviously that was a month after Kobe Bryant died, and then we kind of did this whole Kobe thing at Daytona. Actually, this is why you see. I think here's the thing: the whole 2021 thing shouldn't have happened, but the reason why it did happen. All of Vermont. I've never been to Vermont, but it seemed like a really nice state. So, I mean, I have nothing bad to say about Vermont. And Garrett Sonor winning a race. Finally got number 20. It took him so long. That was cool. Yeah, 2020 was just the peak of this channel, the peak of the NR stuff, and there was no topping that. That's just all there was to it. Oh yeah, and then there was this one. This is a certified hood classic right here. If that was the actual finish, it would have made the top 25. Alexander Rowe. That was kind of like, before everything really went down with the world, and it was kind of like, you don't think about that. But this one, I think I'll always remember this one. This one was a banger. Mark Davison won the Thanksgiving 500. Those are kind of those are always the big threes: the Daytona 500, the Indianapolis 250, and then the Thanksgiving 500. Oh, and then we had the 1000th race. That's where it should have ended. That's where it should have ended, right there. That was a good race. That was the race. You guys might remember this. We all know Charles White, the YouTuber, great dude. In one of his streams, he reacted to the qualifying for that. I had my 15 minutes of fame right there. So that was pretty dope. That's what I'll remember the 1000th race for. Chase Harris. See, strict points is so much fun to do with NR. I mean, it takes a lot of like time to edit the points in the little corner. I have to do that manually, but it's worth it to have that going so you guys know what's happening. That 2020 was a good year for NR. Keep that disclaimer in there. It's amazing just how long I've been doing this, though. Let's see here. Well, that's not. Sort by date added oldest. 7 years ago was the first. Well, this wasn't the first video I uploaded on the channel, but this is the humble beginnings of AG the channel. Look at how bad that looks. Now, granted, this was 2014, so technology wasn't as good back then. Let's see. He's retired. He's pretty much retired. That's Michael Waltrip. He's retired. He's retired. He's not in NASCAR anymore. He's retired. Holy crap. Only 2 guys in this are actually still racing in Cup. It was meh at best. That's being generous. I started off kind of doing like, well, it started as a gaming channel. I regret. One of my biggest regrets with this channel, it will forever be a big regret, is deleting practically everything prior to 2015 that I did. I used to have all of these NASCAR Thunder videos that I had. I did a whole season in NASCAR Thunder, and I had all these NR races from 2014 as well that I just deleted. I will say that is probably the biggest regret of my life. I'm not even kidding. was deleting everything, practically everything prior to 2015. So much stuff, and just all gone. But I feel a little better knowing that, like, there's just such a huge catalog of things that have replaced it since then. So, 6 years ago, first ever race, almost 7. It'll be 7 years, April 1st of 2022. 7 years. Jesse Turner won the first race officially that I did. And, over 1,000 races on this channel. So it's like, I can feel good about the fact that I have all of this. And for those of you who know, like, when I would have been like 14, 15 at the time. I was just a complete... I don't like to cuss, so I'm not gonna... You know what I mean. I was just not a nice person. I just was a complete jerk back then. And I just wanted everything that I had back then to be gone because... But it's so strange. I came back and, like, there was, like, no resistance. Everyone loved me back then. Even with all the stuff that I did. It was like... And some of you guys are still here. It's, like, amazing. Like, I don't... But yeah, it's incredible, and this was all good stuff. Like, I mean, like, I have a few things that were still from 2014. I think my initial thought this channel is gonna just be a general, like, whatever NASCAR channel, and I'm like, oh, let me do NR again, and then the rest is history. 200 subs, how cute. That was the actually, I think that was the first time this channel hit 200 subs. My reaction to Kevin Harvick crashing at Bristol. That is very specific. I used to, like, despise Kevin Harvick when I was younger. I don't know why. I think I really took a disliking for him in 2014. Remember the 2014 Texas chase race? When Jeff Gordon and Brad Keselowski got into it, and I was like totally on Brad Keselowski's side. And to be honest, I almost still stand by that to this day. He was a little aggressive. That was a product, actually, now that I think about it, that was just a product of the chase, because that was the first year they had that stupid elimination format. That was a product, that was NASCAR's fault, 100%, looking back at it. But I was just, like, so adamant about, like, this is not Keselowski's fault. But then Kevin Harvick was the one who pushed, and I still didn't like it. Like, he just pushed, what's-his-face, he pushed Keselowski into Gordon, and what happened after that. It was just, like, so childish. It was like, hey, he's so immature, which, it was kind of pot calling the kettle back then, of course, but that, I couldn't stand Kevin Harvick back then, and there was, like, the Bristol spring race, which was at night, and he crashed, and I was very happy about it. The first big one, I remember the big one. The big one was, I don't think I ever did the big one prior to 2014, prior to the 2015. The whole purpose, the whole idea was, like, you have all these guys, and, like, over, like, you had, like, 80 in the first one, 80 people, and it all came down to one guy at the end. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna flex here. I probably shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna flex. And I think those of you who've been around long enough know, but, there's a certain driver who will be racing in the Xfinity Series this year, who won a certain championship on my channel. Hold on a minute. It's kind of cool, I never really talked to Roger that much back in the day, but yeah, he was in the first 3 seasons of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. But he won the first ever championship officially on my channel. So that's really cool. It is so awesome to see him where he is now. I'm excited for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him running next year in those Xfinity races and ARCA full-time and all that. But yeah, I mean, you know, he was one of, I mean, he still kind of is one of us, you know, in a way. You know, he's still involved with the whole NASCAR YouTube and all that. And I'm kind of like my own thing, just because that's just the way I am. But yeah, it's cool because like, and I never really talked to Roger that much. But he does know me. I think if you were to ask him about this, he probably would remember it, which is pretty cool. So, if any of you ever do meet him, he's like, hey, cool to meet the first ever Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion. I would hope he still remembers it. It's a pretty big deal back in the day, you know? But nah, I'm proud of him. He's doing a great job, and awesome to see him where he is, and yeah, I mean, I hope to see him. I mean, I think he will make it the Cup at one point, very soon too. I mean, he's already going to be doing some Xfinity stuff, so that's pretty awesome. But you know, humble beginnings, humble beginnings. We had them before they did. I shouldn't think of it like that though. Man, I used to give shout-outs galore back in the day because, you know, I wanted to help. I really did want to help the community out, you know, and, you know, just like, hey, sign up for the Ortho Cup. I was really big on helping out Garrett North this series. You know, I mean, he did a great job with the series. I absolutely loved the series when he did it. But, you know, just like, come on, you get people come watch it. And Cameron Arlington, I hope he's doing well. I haven't seen him around in a while, but I hope Cameron's doing well. I know he's on Discord. If any of you know, I hope he's doing a good time. This was weird. Just a lot of just weird stuff. Like, you go back and you watch it as a kid, and it's like, what was I thinking of back then? This is, yikes. And I remember I put quotation marks there because it wasn't my real name. Obviously, you all know my real name now, but my real name.
Oh, I'm reading a magazine. Dude, you should do more important things like Facebook and Twitter.
It has 21 likes. Admittedly, I think this is kind of funny.
Hey, Blue, look out! Stupid what? Look, Mommy, it's a blue rock.
I gotta admit, this is actually kind of funny. Because, like, you know, I think if you followed what was going on there, I think it's pretty funny. Anyways. This is a weird phase when I tried to do gaming and NR all at the same time, and this. What is this?
Hello. This is Napoli.
What race is this?
What do you expect? Anyway, as you saw in the title, this is a diecast review.
This and the audio is absolutely horrendous because I'm doing this right next to an air conditioner.
Made by Lionel. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Diecast. I don't know what a good diecast is supposed to be. Like, you know, they just put stickers on a piece of metal. I don't know. I was not meant for that. My trip to Dover, May 2015. My first ever NASCAR race that I went to. That was a fun one. I remember burning my whole entire body, but you know what? It was worth it. This is probably the best stop motion I ever made. Right here was this one. It's one of the last ones I made. Max the Gamer. Elijah, if you're still watching, you've come a long way. I feel bad about this one because this one was kind of like a attempt to start a like little fad. Because I think it was when wow, man, I forget his name. The driver in F1 that passed away 2015. And some guy did like a tribute lap for him, and when Buddy Baker passed away, I'm like, oh, let me do this so I can get famous. That's literally what I was thinking. I feel terrible for doing that. It was done out of spite, and yeah, one of the things I regret, and I'm retiring from NASCAR stop motions. I just couldn't do it anymore, and I did a couple afterwards, but yeah, I was kind of done after that. NLA Football League, that was fun. Doing the little card thing. Some of you guys might remember that 300th video. My Chase Elliott diecast collection. That's a pretty good video for the 300th video. I don't know. How many videos am I up to now? Let's see here. So you all, okay, you may have noticed this in the past. Oh, actually, it might not be up here anymore. I don't know if it's going to tell me how many videos I have, though, without, like... So you might notice this in here. This will, and this is what it is. You will see this in a few years. I should have kept it as, I should keep it as, I should have just kept it a surprise, but, like, literally, which will be now 6 years ago when I made this video, and I uploaded it and scheduled it for 10 years in the future. So, yeah, we'll just see where that goes. How many videos do I have? That's not it. There's got to be a way I can figure this out, point blank, but I don't know how to. Let me see here. You know what, I might be able to, I don't know, I'm trying to think here. I might be able to figure this out on the app. Yeah, maybe not. I want to know now, how many videos do I have on the channel? I know there's a way. I know there is somewhere I can find this. It used to tell you. It used to tell you, and they must have gotten rid of it, because it used to tell you how many videos you had, and I don't know if it's anywhere anymore. That's annoying. It's annoying me. YouTube keeps on taking things away, and it's annoying me. Yeah, there's just so many races in here. It's more than I can even think about. Another diecast review. Like, who cares? Not many, apparently. It's only got 40 views, so I stopped doing them. And the good old, you can tell this is made in Windows Movie Maker. The old font. I used to think, this, when Seth Cole, like, way back in the day, he did, like, these, like, shout-outs himself, and I was his first one, and I was, like, freaking out and all that. I was like, holy crap, everyone's gonna subscribe to my channel now, and I'm gonna be real big, and it actually kind of happened. Ask Max the Hedgehog some questions. We should do that. We should ask Elijah some questions. Here's just a video of a fire. This is an interesting one. This is like one of my most viewed videos. It's the Enter 2003 Victory Lane theme. It kind of blew up later on though. Let's see. 161 likes. Like, nothing original that I make actually has even come close to that, but people liked it. I'm glad people liked it, and I love that theme. It's a good theme. This is all still 2015, I think. And then 2016. So this is another one that I'm a little like. Seth used to do these Enter 2003 awards. Boy, 16-year-old me was like, I gotta win. Tied group of the year. Yeah, who cares, dude? It's just the NRLO is the first league, and it fell apart, and then the NOSL, which I really do hope the NFL continues to stay strong and continues to have success. I really do. I just couldn't do it anymore. An apology. What was I apologizing about? What did you do, man?
Hello, everybody. This is Napa Fan here, and this is an apology video. Yesterday I uploaded the update on the NRLOA, and I had it set that you're only sponsored by the NRLOA, and this technically kicked some people out of the NRLOA, and I would like to apologize to those people. I might have come across a little mean yesterday. I mean, sorry if I did, but I kind of do feel
I was a little mean back then.
I really do. I've been thinking about it all day.
You were real
It's just,
mean.
Kind of hurts me in a way. You know what I mean? And some of you might not have really been happy about that. Now, there were no dislikes on the video, but you guys seem to have kind of a hard time.
See, this is the kind of stuff that, like, as 22 years old, it's like, who cares? Okay, like,
who, I guess in a sense, got kicked out of the NRLOA. You know, all those NRLOA members, everybody who was considered an NRLOA member, can still like get reserves and all that. And if you didn't do a series, you know, that was basically the only good thing that really came out of being in the NRLOA. So, you know, you can still get reserves in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series and stuff like that if you can't make it to the sign-ups.
see, the problem with the NRLOA
Even if you don't do
is I let everybody and their mother into it, and that's not a good idea. And that ended up causing some issues, and that was an interesting time, because that was when Hair Gel will remember this well, because he was part of all that. Yeah, it was odd. It was just really odd. Oh, remember when we all thought James and Dean Wickard were real people? I can bring that up now because, you know, Stewart obviously admitted to it. It's absolutely hilarious. And I'm really glad he did do it, because, like, it makes it so funny to look back at this. It's like we all thought they were real people. And they were... it was funny. But, like, the whole community just came together for Stewart. That's how much we absolutely love Stewart, and we still love him just as much. And we had this whole race here, and it's one of my most viewed races because that was funny. Which, granted, too, I think I can't speak on Stewart's behalf. You know, I don't know how it was for him personally. If he was going through something else, I can't speak on his behalf. But, like, in retrospect, it is kind of funny, knowing that it didn't actually happen. So that's good. Major update. Please watch. Please watch. Oh, no. Major update. Oh, that's when my computer just decided to kill itself. One of the many times it has done that. The NRLOA special race, I still haven't come up with a name for it yet. And I still haven't come up with a name for it. And it will always be that way. Indianapolis 250. Check these websites out. I once did a random draw for a race with marbles. That was weird. Okay, so when I came back, like, you know, I think from 2015 to 2016, I was kind of like trying to be the main pacifist in the anarchy community, you know, and I was always just like, guys, you stop fighting, okay? You know, you gotta be nice to everybody. It's not good to be mean to people, you know. We're just a bunch of stupid kids. We didn't know any better, and I was always like, guys, you need to listen to me. I know what you guys have to do, you know. It's just like 4 or 5 videos. It's just like, guys, it's not good to fight. thought I could stop people from being complete jerks, you know. It's Now, 2016, that was a weird year for me personally. Did you lose a lot of subscribers this morning? Everyone was freaking out about that a few years ago. This is the NRLOA. Some of the decisions made. Oh, this is good. This is the juicy stuff. I don't want to get copyrighted. For the past couple of weeks, we here at the NRLOA understand that some of the decisions made recently may not be of popular opinion. The actions that force suspensions violate what the NRLOA stands for. The mission of the NRLOA is to present a welcome environment for everyone in the NR 2003 community, an environment where fans of NR... I can't read this fast. How in the world are you supposed to read this? An environment where fans of NR 2003 league racing can feel safer being bullied or harassed by others. We understand that personal lives may not all be good, and that NR 2003 is an escape. I'm sorry, this is hilarious. I don't know why I'm laughing at this, but this is absolutely funny. It may sound corny. It sure does sound corny. Now that's not to say I didn't have good intentions with this, but it just sounds so dumb. Just the way I worded it. Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was worth the whole video, man. That was worth the whole stream. Oh, that was good. I don't know. I'm kind of making fun at myself for just thinking that I was just such a good person back. I mean, I'm still. I don't know. It was just strange. Okay, that was fun. And Tyler Selzman, Tyler Selzman winning the Season 5 championship was pretty cool, regardless if it was technically Stewart's burner. I think it was awesome. I don't care. That was great. This! Oh, man. Too bad YouTube had to block the dislikes. Oh, you should see the dislike ratio on this one. Oh, I just completely just stopped showing that because... I made predictions for the 2016 chase, and I obviously this is why I got all the dislikes, because I predicted Kyle Busch to win the championship. That was a legitimate pick. I'm like, okay, Kyle Busch has been really good this season. I think he's going to win the championship. Makes sense. Let's see here. Analytics. I think I can probably show the dislikes. I think I still have access to how many dislikes each video has, even though it doesn't publicly get shown anymore. You can still see how many dislikes you have on the video in the background. You got 3 views in the last 28 days. Wow. Everyone just kind of stops watching at the end. It's like, Kyle Busch gonna be champion. It's like everyone just clicks off the video instantly. Let's see. That's not it. Since uploaded. Is this all I can... Engagement, there we go. That would be it. Likes versus... Oh, 63%. Okay. That's interesting. Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out how many likes... Here we go. 30 dislikes. That's how much it has. It used to be kind of evened out back in the day, but like everyone hated it. And obviously, you get all these people who really, really hate Kyle Busch because he did something 12 years ago. Like, who cares? It's 12 years ago. And they're like, oh, you like Kyle Busch. You must hate Dale Jr. I'm gonna dislike your video. It's just like, okay, whatever, dude. I have no chill anymore when it comes to people like that, and I... Did IROC and all that. Fixing NASCAR. This is another video that for some reason has a lot of dislikes, which I don't know. Well, I don't know. This one was kind of...
Okay, so NASCAR came out with a new logo.
I don't think... Actually, to be honest with you, NASCAR's logo is actually pretty slick, There's nothing wrong with it. That's just, you're all just being real salty because it was being changed, you know. But to be fair, it's like, what's wrong with that, you know? Oh shoot, did I no, okay, here we go. That one was an interesting one. Eventually I became a little more mature and like it became less funny, I guess. This is one of my favorite videos that I've always had. Love that meme. My greatest meme. This is racist. The 500. Wow. I mean, I got to the 500th race quick. Oh, was that the 2.4 that I tried to live stream? Wait a minute. Why isn't this working? Where are you guys seeing that? I don't see that anywhere. What 2.4? Because I tried to do one and then the game crashed because I was doing a live stream and it didn't work. This, I didn't even do Daytona in this series. This series is kind of cool though. I kind of liked it. NRLOA Motorsports driver reel. What's this all about? This never happened. As with most things Caleb did in the NRLOA. I wasn't trying to jab at Caleb, I'm just saying. That's just what it was. Guys, look at how professional of a painter I am. I still in the whole Otter Island team, which kind of what was grandfathered from the NRLOA Motorsports. I still use that Rockwell extra bold font. Hope Caleb's doing well. It's been a long time since I've talked to him. Brand new diecast. I got that car in 2017. Timing chain broke on it last year. Now it's all gone. Missed that old car. That van. Missed that old diecast. Oh, remember when y'all thought NASCAR was taking down channels because we referred to NASCAR in the name? Yeah, that was an odd time. Logano invaders. I tried to do computer science when I was in high school. A waste of time for me. Let's see if there's anything spicy in here. My 1000th race. It's funny because my 1000th race, I ended up uploading 1000th video. I ended up uploading on my 18th birthday, and that's when the comments came back. Remember when fidget spinners were a thing? I mean, I don't know, man. Hey, I still have Filbert. The little, hold on. Wow, you might not be able to tell because the screen is so small, but he is back there still. It's the mascot to a local, well, not local, my county, but uh-oh, I messed this up. Ah, I cried. I see my messy room. That was a mistake. I have this. Ah, there we go. Is that? No, that's not quite. Hold on. There we go. Was that about how it was? I think so. Okay. Oh, Oh yeah, someone an AG iceberg. Yeah, there's enough stuff here to do that. If anyone wants to waste their life doing that, be my guest. I would love to see that because I don't want to do it. It wouldn't be as fun if I did it. Someone else would have to do it. The Interlaway Forum. That's like deep in the iceberg. Like who knows about that? Let's see here. World Championship. Okay, I had this idea of combining points between like all the series that I did. It never happened, but like a lot of people thought it was a good idea. Greatest idea. Yeah, Trey, you thought it was a good idea. Awesome. And everyone thought it was a good idea, and I just didn't do it. I just didn't even... I just didn't do it. That's all there's to it. I just didn't do it. You know? New quality for races. This is when I got... Oh, this is when I moved into my room down here. And, got the new computer. It kind of happened all at the same time. This is when I got a bottle of tea stuck in a vending machine. Oh, this was fun. We did an After the Lap special in 2017. Nobody could hear me because I had my mic so low. I remember that. And this is when we went full custom and cup, and this is kind of when like the more modern era of the channel kind of started, when we switched over to all this and enter away on Discord. Wow, I've been on Discord for a while now. Yeah, I definitely would love to get back in the swing of things with NR, at least to some capacity, kind of get back involved with the community a little bit more. And I know I left the NOF server, but, you know, still, you know, I have my own server now, too, as well. And like I said, I definitely want to keep in touch with you guys and, yeah, just kind of get back into being around everyone, you know? It's just, it's been nice to step away and take a break. But I think, you know, especially kind of going through all this, it's like, you know, I kind of miss it. You know, I miss it a little bit, you know. And obviously I got to be careful of not overdoing myself, but that is when you came along. It is. It was 3 years ago. Yeah, things start to get a little less, like, my trip to Dover 2018. I do not, well, I mean, I remember going to this race, but I didn't know I made a video for it. This is when I met Eric Almirola.
Pretty cool.
Oh, NRLOA had a theme. Elijah made this. It was a dope theme. I love it. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna play this at my wedding one day. There's Eric Almirola, everybody. And there's Joey Gase.
Are you afraid of this track?
Are you afraid of this track? This guy, that is the question a Comcast employee would ask you. That whole company, NBC Comcast, is just so generic. That is exactly something that they would say. Comments on Comcast. I don't like NBC Universal. I think they're trash. Actually, really, all big companies are trash. Who am I kidding? Half of this video is me showing off what I bought. And won, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what 2022 will bring. You know, I'm saying, yeah, I'm going to do the Indy Car Series, but like, I may do something Cup related. I've been out of the loop. I want to know. I'm sure someone is somebody attempting to make a next gen mod, or is one already out? I have not researched it or done anything. Does anybody know? I would like to know. And I'm too lazy to look it up myself, so if you guys could help me out, that'd be great. 2018 big one. And we had, and this is when I kind of changed. This is, I think, when the big one kind of started to go down a little bit, because the problem was all the heat races were done on the individual league channels. And I think less people kind of knew about it because of that. It was weird. This is a classic. This is an absolute classic.
Oh, cool. NASCAR stop motion sign-ups.
It's first come, first serve.
Oh, sweet. I'll take Chase Elliott.
Chase
It's
Elliott.
yours.
Cool, thanks, man. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I went first. How come I didn't get a car?
Number 2 of Ricky Bobby.
This is a certified hood classic, no doubt about it. Absolutely. Good old Griff Dog, my man. I hope he's doing well. He's one guy I really hope's doing well. Haven't seen him around in a while. This was just popular. This was just a popular video. This was like after like Affleck Cup Series did. It's supposed to come out sometime before the Daytona 500 unless it gets delayed. Full Circle Racing Designs. I've never heard of them before, but I'm sure they're doing a good job. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I may just be like, hey, why not? I think the thing that I'm actually kind of like thinking is the Wawa Pro Series is kind of the replacement for Cup, because I don't want to overdo myself. That was the issue really with this year. Oh, and how can you forget? You think that's a certified hood classic? This may just be the pinnacle. The pinnacle. I don't even know if I'm really supposed to do this, but whatever. This is beautiful. This is just the pinnacle of my creativity.
Water. It's all around us. It is wet, some say. Some people say this when they are mad. They say it when somebody else says something obvious. Like
A pizza man will say, "Boy, I
really
surely like making pizzas."
And another person will say, and in other news, water is
It's
wet.
wet.
But if you watch the news,
They don't say this.
they don't say this. Which is unfortunate, because I didn't know water was wet. I came here to see if this is really true. And to my surprise, it is. Water is wet. I went to go tell somebody, but this was the only person I found. They say people like to drink water, but this person
This is
likes to do the opposite.
this is where I work.
I'm still very
And
amazed
you know, I
how
would
wet
not
water
do
can be.
well. And this isn't like a bad video or anything, but like I don't know if I'm supposed to film things at work and post them online like this. I mean, I don't think it really matters, but it's just like it would be interesting to show this to my colleagues. That's all I gotta say. It would be like, I mean, this has nothing to do in context with where I work. I'm just showing a bunch of fountains, you know, so what?
Just be careful, because I don't think you can. But I might be wrong.
Everyone liked this too.
I had a lovely day.
I mean,
thinking about
maybe I have that knack. I don't know. I try to be funny. I like being funny sometimes. Speed 24/7. This is one of the many attempts I had at trying to do. Boy, I mean, I'll tell you, man, you would definitely be able to do an iceberg on my channel. Yeah, the background. You know, it's really like meta when I realized we have a piano there too. And we used to do these demonstrations on the piano, and one of the tunes that we played was the exact one that I played for that video. So that was interesting. Oh, I raised, this is my beginnings, and oh, this is another certified hood classic. This one, oh, this is beautiful. Yeah.
And here they come. Oh, there's
This
a
is the same
truck
guy. This
in
is
the
the
wall.
same, like, vibe as the
Trucks
water
are
is wet
touching each
video.
other. This isn't good. Oh
beautiful.
no. There's
I
one
I
truck
legitimately
in the
like
wall,
burst out
and
laughing when I was
think
doing the voices
caution
for
is
this.
out.
And I'm pretty sure I improv'd it too. I don't think I like wrote anything.
As you can see here, one truck there.
You're making one right now.
It's the yellow.
You don't
Prius
have to. I'm not saying you
truck
do, but it would be cool.
Came down, and other trucks were involved.
Other trucks were involved.
Bolamastis.
Bolamastis.
I think Ben Rhodes might have
Hey, and
gotten
Stewart's
a piece
here.
of this
That's
as
awesome.
well.
We were just talking about how much we love you.
Is that in
That
there
did not
too?
sound-
Oh my, that's not
No
good
homo,
for
of
the
course, but you know.
playoffs. It's kind of like if you're at a interstate and somebody cuts you over and it doesn't feel good. Let's talk about David.
This
and
was the part like I
Todd
cracked
Gilliland.
up
They
laughing.
both avoided this one.
And I
They're
remember
both sponsored by dog
they
food.
kept on mentioning like they were both sponsored
Todd
by dog
Gilliland
food,
has a
and one had a
in his
puppy,
truck.
and Todd Gilliland had a puppy, and then like Dave Gilliland had the
has,
big dog, and they kept on mentioning it in the race. It was like,
a dog
bro, we
on
get it.
his, and dog food is important for your dogs, and they both are important to each other, so that's why they're sponsored by dog
You
food.
hear a little crack in my voice. That was me
And
like
it's
holding myself from
one lap
laughing.
to go here at Talladega. Justin Haley, with help from David Gilliland. And here comes the 18.
I do make a pretty good Vince Welch impression though.
And there's a
Pretty
truck
accurate.
in the middle and around. A lot of trouble back in there, and the caution. And
This
it
was a
is
great one.
Timothy Peters, who will win at Talladega.
Dog food is important to your dogs.
He's won it before.
Ah, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I need to make more videos like that. Still, yeah, I know. He hasn't changed a bit. Thank you to everyone. Yeah, thank you. Then I tried these 60-second race reviews. I don't think they were as good. And then 9 cents is me trying to do another NASCAR podcast-like show. I just can't do it. I don't care. And then this is another one that I tried to do with Marty. Arizona Iced Tea. And Trey ripped me off on that one. This one was another funny one. Not as funny as the others. Oh, this is a Kentucky series. That was a pretty good joke, I feel like. This is 2019. This is when things kind of started to like. This is when I joined the NOF as well, so it's kind of more of a modern era for the channel, I feel like. And I met Joey Logano. What a flex. Trying to vlog, can't do that. I just never did it. I do one, I forget it. Honest NASCAR trailers. This is another thing I wanted to try to do, and it. Yeah, this one was actually a pretty decent video, I feel like, but I don't know. It just takes too much work. Should not be taken seriously.
You hated the track since it opened, but now possibly have your minds changed, but probably not, because you still think this package is hot garbage, even though it gave us one of the greatest finishes Kentucky's ever seen. Either that or Bubba's blown tire. Sit back and enjoy 265 laps of pure monotony, followed by what NASCAR calls the sixth greatest.
This is why I
laps
made the
in
video.
all of history. Seriously,
Because of that. It was like the top 10 last laps in NASCAR history. And like, recency bias, anyone? It's like, bro, it was funny because like we all hate, and obviously it was a terrible package, but they were trying to, like, hey guys, look at this, it's the 6th greatest finish in history. You know, it was like, bro, it just happened. Okay, let's not jump to conclusions.
Just because of this finish.
Yeah, and I even knew it back then too.
Enjoy watching Twitter explode into a flaming war, like it always does, as they debate whether or not the finish of a race determines whether it's good or not, or if the rest of the race is the true measure. And judging by Jeff Gluck's poll from Daytona,
That race was terrible. Okay, it was absolutely terrible. Because it was Kentucky, I didn't even have to remember it to say it was terrible. But, like, and same with the 2020 race. Is like, it's just a great finish at the end. That's all everyone remembers. But the whole race is just horrendous. That track was horrendous for that package. Only unless you had, like, a green-white checkered. And outside of that, it was great.
finish is what counts. Regardless of what happens there, most can agree that the finish was spectacular. Not because Kyle Busch lost, but because Kyle Busch lost.
No, I don't think that joke landed too well.
Would have hated the race and say it was the worst of the season just because of him. Starring
Yeah.
a cool throwback moment that NASCAR will stop, but still advertise the heck out of it because
That's
they
still
don't
accurate.
care. The Brothers Draft. Turn 3 is the most treacherous corner in NASCAR.
Difficult turn 3.
In turn 3.
I remember when they said that Chicagoland and Kentucky weren't going to return. No one actually said anything about how they're going to miss Kentucky. Everyone was talking about Chicagoland, which rightfully so. Chicagoland was way better.
And Bubba Wallace saves the day. Seriously, none of this would have happened if he didn't bring out a caution. The Quaker Great Last 3 Miles.
Yep.
Presented by Walmart.
That's yeah. Too bad I didn't make more of those. That was a good video. If I do say so myself. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh yes, the Ultimate Certified Hood Classic. It's my court. I never got around to doing another one of those this year. I just was too busy, but it's still my court. They paved it back in like August, I think, though. It looks different than it does now, which is okay. I guess, you know, our tax money should be used for something, you know. It's a lot nicer now. There's actual 3-point line on that court. I think it was like sometime last year. My uncle, like, this is a public park, by the way, and he took, I think it was tire chalk, and drew the literal worst 3-point line you could possibly draw on the court, on a public park court. So the township probably saw that and was like, we need to get rid of this, so that people don't graffiti your court, so they repaved it. That's probably what happened. Krispy Kreme series. This was probably my least watched series ever. Like, no one cared about it. It was just there. Camo Stealth series, Camo Stealth series. And this was leading into 2020, which leading into a big year. And it was a big year. Like, did all this stuff. And initially it hit me, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. But then, like, I came back about a week later and was like, you know, I gotta go through with this, and it made me feel so much better. And then we did this. That was a disaster. But that's how Ethan Lewis became part of the NOSRL, and Ethan's a great dude. And I'm sorry that I didn't use your fictional name for the Wawa Pro Series. I like Parks and Rec just as much as the next guy, but I have this thing about fictional names. If I don't catch it and I let you use it, it is what it is. But if I catch it, I do want to stop it, and it's just the way I am. I'm sorry. I still love you, Ethan. I love all you guys. Yeah, 2020. Here's some bangers of races, though, in 2020. Just all the way around. What died quick? Oh, that. Yeah. I'm not the brightest person in the world. This was, I liked this. I think this event was great. It wasn't as popular, I think, as it could have been. I did it with Alex, and I loved it, but it kind of lost its touch a little bit when we realized James and Ian Worker weren't real. Still a great race. I think it was a great event, but I don't know how many people like a special event like that. I don't know. It didn't work out too well. I mean, it worked out, but it was so much work, and I did not plan on bringing it back this year. Anyway, even if I continued on with the whole season. But yeah, I definitely, like I was saying, I do want to kind of get back in the swing of things just a little bit, to a point, like not to this level, but still just keep up with you guys a little bit more and all that. And I know I just haven't been around. It's just been taking a break. I just been needing to do it to kind of just take care of my mental health and all that. You know, I've been feeling the best I have in a long time. You know, and it's just like, I know what, I just want to keep that up. You know. Yeah, there's not as much gold in here, because this is a lot more recent. And this is a video where I made a face reveal. It used to be kind of a whole thing that I never made a face reveal, and I just stopped caring. I'm 22, I'm allowed to do it if I want to. You can't tell me otherwise, Mom. I'm just kidding. I love my mom. She's one of the greatest people I know. She really is. Absolutely love my mom. Then I retired the Napa fan name. You know, I think after a while, I was just, that's one of the things. Like, this was around the time where it's like, wait a minute, I'm getting a little too. Yeah, we are still here. Gonna make up for all the times I wasn't doing stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't want to, like, I don't know. I have all night, really. Yeah, I still enjoy it. I don't care. I don't care about, like, views or whatever. I do legitimately still enjoy it. And you know, whatever happens is whatever happens with the way everyone else thinks about it, but like, I do still like doing it a lot. And I don't want to, the thing is, I've always wanted to do other things on the channel, like, other than that, you know, but it's like, it's the one thing I know I'm good at. But, I don't know, I would love to just kind of, like, just keep on doing it anyway. Even if the whole thing kind of falls apart, like, as a whole, I still want to do it. I want to outlive everyone with it. But it doesn't matter, like, how many people are watching, I feel like. It's just, I just do enjoy still doing it. And everyone vibes differently, you know, and that's something I have learned getting older, you know. It's just everyone does their own thing, and interests change and things like that, you know, and it's okay. It really is okay. But, yeah, I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and, like, how do I do this? I want to actually get these clothes up for my mother. Because, like I said, I just talked about how much I love her. I do want to actually do that. But I do want to keep on doing this, because I'm actually having such a blast just going through this and talking. But I might want to, like, if some of you guys want to, like, join me, if you can. I know it's, like, 11 o'clock at night, but if you want to. But I'll be back, actually. I am... How do I do this? I'm going to just shut everything off like that, and then... How do we do this? Add a text. But I do want to do this. Just keep on doing this, because, like, I don't have to get up early tomorrow. Add source. Add source. Wait a minute. Well, we're going to figure this out. Properties. Text. I will be back soon. I'm just gonna make it real small. Alright. As the text suggests, I will be back soon. Told y'all I'd be back. Just like General MacArthur. How does this work? Oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want. I will be back soon. I'm gonna eat that up. Hold on, let's see. Was that a cool effect or what? Modern technology. Did anyone? Oh wow. Okay, here we go. This is cool. All right, we got to show what Trey just made here. And this isn't even like, this is just scratching the surface. I feel like too. There's so much more than what he's got on here. Let's see here. Open link. Can I zoom in? Hold on, let me get a drink of my sparkling ice first. Wait. This is good. I love these things. And they have 0 sugar. Oh shoot, I got the wide angle on. You can see the messy room that I have. I could see how messy it was beforehand too. I now know why so many people stream. It's just so much fun. Anyways, I do want to show this to you guys. Let's see here. Yeah, and this is just scratching the surface too. You could probably have a whole college course based on what I've done. You know, I'm serious. I want to zoom in, but I am a complete idiot. I will just do this. All right. I want to like reveal it as we go along. Let's see here. Like I've always said, I have that fiber optic internet. I love it. The benefit, I mentioned Comcast earlier. I live near Philadelphia, so you know. Well, actually, I don't have Comcast. Who am I kidding? I have Verizon. Really sticking it to Comcast here. My parents still like pay for cable, which is stupid because I also have YouTube TV and like I don't know. I've been trying to. I mean, my mom wants us to get rid of cable too, but I got email. What on earth is this? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna have to open this in. I'm really making a big deal out of this. Open with GIMP. That's how I pronounce it, yes. GIMP. Gimpity GIMP. Oh yeah, you did forget that. There's just so much. You could like you would think of one thing, and then it was like, oh, there's this, oh, there's that. It would, like I said, you'd have to study it for a while. You know, you couldn't just do it like all in one shot. But this is a good start. This is a good start, I will say. New layer, but we're gonna do like a whole official reveal of this, and do it like this. All right. flip to this now. All right. This was made by Trey Wright. This is the AG the channel, or an Apafan iceberg. You know, pretty normal stuff here at the top. You know, these are the big things. You know, the whole original Apafan name with the 9. That's kind of the standard OG name that we used to have. Wild Pro Series, what's going on now? I know Weaponsville, obviously, and that was a big part, and so was the NRLOA. Chick-fil-A Cup Series, Turkey Series, Turkey Trucks, Haas Indy Car, and of course, everyone's favorite Thanksgiving 500. Alright, we get that. That's the tip of the iceberg on this channel. Let me get a little bit deeper. The old NA24 fan, that was, trying to think. That, I think, was, 2016 to mid-2017, actually. And 2018 is when the 9 went back. So I wasn't actually like that for too long. Hers Elimination Series, that's a little high, I feel like, for the Hers Elimination Series. But then again, we did a few seasons of that. It's my court. That I think is the ultimate meme on this channel. I gotta make another one of those. It's the ultimate meme on this channel. Aero Electric Pro Series, Rockstar Pro Series / Wawa Pro Series. Actually, the Wawa Pro Series is essentially the Aero Electric Pro Series. That's an old-fashioned one. Oh, an A98 fan, which was that short time went the Indy Car route. The big one was a pretty big one. Kubota GT. I don't know if I'd put Kubota GT that high. That was kind of like, because I see you put like the Christmas Eve 500 kind of here. The Christmas Eve 500 was definitely more well known than Kubota GT, in my opinion. That is my opinion. Water is wet. That's probably the second best meme on the channel. Hey, you put your own thing in here. That wasn't me. That was you. Chick-fil-A Cup Series Radioactive. That was cool, though. I love those. Those were hilarious. Knuckleheads in NASCAR. That's way back in the day when we did those. But that was my take on the Idiots in NASCAR series, just with stop motion. Actually, that was based off of Micah's stuff that he did, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Liquid Thermoset Cup Series. Like, that... Is it that deep? I mean, at this point, yes, but... that was some OG stuff back then, back in the day. CSX Indy Lights. I wouldn't say the Indy Lights are that deep. I don't know. In terms of, like, Liquid Thermoset Cup Series. Maybe I don't know how these things work. No Name 500, which would have been, I'm assuming, the special race I still haven't come up with a name for yet. That's deeper than that, I feel like. NRLOA Football League. Yeah, that makes sense. That's pretty deep. Not many people knew about that even when it was going on. It's like... so Trey made an AG the channel, or Napa Fan iceberg. That's what's going on, Chase. By the way, you are still my dad. So... I hope you're happy with that. I have not disowned you as my internet father, so I still love you. A lap around Thornton. Now that is deep. That is stupid deep right there, which is a really good John Bellion song. One of my favorite artists. Completely unrelated. But anyways, a lap around Thornton. Yes, that is deep. Krispy Kreme series is not as deep as a lap around Thornton, in my opinion. You were trying there. 9 cents. That's pretty deep. You know, see, this is now you're starting to really get into like the deep stuff here. Krispy Kreme series is not like that deep. It was kind of well known. It was a series, so people knew about it. NRLOA presidency. Oh baby, now that's some spicy stuff right there. You remember? I think you remember. Derek keeps on bringing it up. Derek keeps on bringing up like how he actually ran for that and how his voice it was terrible. I don't think he has it up anymore, but. Dodge Throwback Series, I can see that one kind of being kind of a little hobby stunt. Now, that actually is kind of a deep one because that was way back in the day, and we don't do that anymore. It's illegal. But hobby stunt was that was a fun thing I did on the old GNC Stunt Road track. I really enjoyed that one. All right, let's see. What's the deepest of the deep? That's not deep. Everyone knows about that now. That's a modern thing when like the whole thing when it first happened, yeah, it's kind of deep. But like, you know, the whole thing, that was last year. That wasn't that long ago, and I think everyone kind of knows about it. So it's not like how it has to do with me, really. Especially when Stewart was like, yeah, it was all fake. It didn't have much to do with me at the time. NRLOA forum, yeah, okay. I just mentioned that once. Yeah, that would be more of an NOFL Discord iceberg, I feel like. Yeah, this is, I mean, this is great. You just scratched the surface, though, with this. This is like tip of the iceberg. The reveal incident 2020. To be fair, that was one of the best moments of 2020. Now, I know that's not saying much because it was 2020, but that was hilarious. I mean, I mean, like I said, I think it was hilarious. You know, I don't hold anything against you at all for that. It's pretty good. That's pretty cool. That's a lot of fun there. There's so much. What else did I still? Yeah, it's still my court. We forgot that one. That one. I don't think that one's funnier than the original. This is, you know, I tried to make like other videos. NRLOA is at that would actually, because like I don't know how much is like still around from that. That is a really deep rabbit hole. The original. I'm curious, is the reboot like still going on? Like, I don't know. Like, oh yeah, that I don't know much about. That I don't know if we want to, like, for Elijah's sake, I don't know if we want to go into that one. The NRLOA stuff you can go into. That's my stuff. So, but like, is the like the reboot of the NRLOA, is that even a thing anymore? Like, I'm really curious if it really is. What's your favorite dinosaur? There's so much you can do for that iceberg. It's like insane. It's like, it's something like I made all this. It's like, why didn't I get the time to do that? That's good, you know. I'm glad it is. I was at Hershey Park earlier today, actually. I know that seems kind of strange, but I went there for a couple of hours. It's the last chance I'm going to have this year to go there, so I went there. No one cares. Then we head into this year. Actually, I said I was going to quit. Yeah, I knew earlier this year that, like, I wasn't going to be able to do the series that much more. But hey, you know, it worked out. I think the thing is, too, I realize it's just a league. You know, it's just races, and I think it was just like, you know what, I don't have to commit anything to anyone, you know, and as much as I love you guys, it's like, I don't have to do it. You guys aren't holding me hostage to do this, and that's what I realized, and I moved on. Bad guys before they kill good guys in movies. I had this idea, and I don't think I executed it that well. All of Florida ranked. This was my lowest point on the channel, I think. Batchman. And here we are. I still want to know how many videos I have on the channel. I don't know why I can't figure that out. Why is my computer so blah? I'm going to see if I can figure this out. I'm just going to do this now, and then I'm going to do that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm holding my Xbox controller for some reason. That's an interesting thing to do. I'm not playing my Xbox right now. I want to see how many videos I have on my channel, because I really want to know, because there's a lot of them. Yeah, I'm trying, but I went there and it's like nothing really there. It doesn't tell you how many videos you have for some stupid reason. It's like, I went to the About section, it's not there anymore, they got rid of it. It's like the dislike button. Or they didn't get rid of the button, but It still tells me I have a dislike on my last video. So it obviously still works. Rose. That's not gonna do it. Settings. General. Channel. Upload defaults. Permissions. I have hidden users, and some of these I don't even know why they're hidden. Agreements. Where? Oh, is it in the About section? I go to the About section and it's not there. Oh, you know what? Hold on a minute. That might be because... Well, doesn't the extension only work for videos that were uploaded before they changed it? I think maybe I haven't looked into it that much. Hold on. Your channel. Oh, there it goes. There, 1.8K. That's still not an exact number. But it does say on the app, but it doesn't say it like on the desktop. That's so weird. Everything is so weird with YouTube now. I don't know. Alright. Oh, it does for everything. Okay, cool. So there's still a way. Use guesswork for your videos, though. Oh, okay. Well, but I'll show you. This video, let's see here. I don't know why people would dislike it. I mean, like, what's the deal? This is what I want. This one right here, it says that there's one dislike. That's an exact number. So, okay, that's good. I'm glad no one's disliked it. It's a very... Anyways, I'm gonna go completely off topic here. I thought about this when I was like getting the laundry. It's like, what's something that's absolutely hilarious that we could watch and react to? And there's this thing. I work at a railroad, and we kind of have this video that's kind of like an inside joke to all of us. It's absolutely hilarious. It's called The Exciting of Trains, and it is absolutely hilarious. And I don't know if I'm gonna get copyright struck for playing it. I don't think I will. It's kind of underground, to be honest, but it's absolutely hilarious. And I know this is all of a sudden completely off topic, but I thought, you know, this is some fun thing that we could do here, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it. So let me this. I mean, I did chapters with this as well. This is funny. I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit, and I've only seen this once before, but we're gonna have some fun with this. I know I just completely off topic, but let's see, signups. All right, let me check one thing. But this is funny, and I don't know why I'm playing it, but if you're in the trains, this is the video for you. That's just all I gotta say.
This is the land we live in, from its beautiful shores to its the middle part, our own United States.
I recommend watching this on your own too,
49 magnificent states,
and also New Jersey.
Its vast land is filled with broad plains and rolling prairies. large forests,
Good. I'm glad you didn't find any viruses.
places to drown, places to yodel, little villages, and paved cesspools of disease.
That's
Yes,
the whole
there's so
world
many
right
things
now.
to see and do, and there is one fun way to see them all. The exciting of trains. Look at this long boy. Such a fine lad. That's a nice one, too. Yummy. Have you ever thought about what it
I
takes
see
for
people on the
millions of
trains
people in this great country to travel from
who
one end of the
essentially
planet
act
to the
like
other
this
with speed
about
and
the trains,
have you ever
and it's
marveled
really
at how
weird
coal,
and uncomfortable.
lumber, and our army's great killing machines get from one town to another? Or how thousands of consumer products get from where they are made to where they are needed in all parts of the country? No, of course you haven't. Because you only think of yourself, don't you? Selfishly moving throughout your day, preoccupied by only the most basic animalistic thoughts of food, comfort, and lust. Shame on you. Irregardless, trains are an important and interesting mode of
At least it's being
transportation.
honest.
And whether you call them trains, choo-choos, snake monsters, stiff rickies, ground yachts, or chugga-chuggas, these traveling death traps indeed touch all of our lives. To learn the exciting of trains, we're going to visit the rail yards. We're going to the railway station.
I didn't do that. The video did,
We'll
so.
take you outside of a train,
But
and
you're
also
right, New Jersey
inside of
kinda
one
does
also
suck.
as well. That way, you can get idea of how to, when you see a one of these, it is you get an idea of just how important trains. When our country was young, long-distance travel required being around horses, an animal that is stupid and no one likes. And so, people didn't travel very much. Then, just a little more than 100 years ago, man defied God's divine creations and invented the sinful train. And like most sinful things, it made life more pleasurable and exciting. Those early trains were very slow and odd-looking, much like my weird cousin Ronald. Unlike Ronald, however,
I'm just
these
gonna let
early
it play.
trains
Like,
were
I can't
not
add
totally
anything
useless.
beyond this.
They helped to advance our country westward. And as the railroads pushed ahead, settlers followed. Forests were cleared and crops planted. Mines
I'm
and
close to
large
living in New Jersey,
corporations
but
further
not that
corrupted the
close.
landscape for their own gain. Villages and cities paved over the natural splendor of our country and drove large swathes of animals to extinction. Yes, all thanks to trains, we have succeeded in becoming gods, choosing which creatures live and die, and molding the world around us to our perverse vision. Thank you, trains. Of course, the best way to see all the benefit of train is to ride one yourself. Everyone likes to travel. Suppose we take a train trip. We'll follow along with these two children, Carol and Jimmy. Carol and Jimmy are taking a train ride because their parents don't want them anymore and are sending them away. The children wave goodbye to their parents, never to see them again.
This video is a little bit darker than I thought it was, actually.
Ready to enjoy a new life of freedom with
But that's what makes it so funny.
discretionary income. The next stop is the train station. Almost every town has a train station, and all passenger trains will leave from here. But not every train is filled with people. This one, for example, is filled with bees. Thousands and thousands of bees just flying around in there. Packages are also transported by trains. Here, such items as clothing, vacuum cleaners, lipsticks, and women's perfume are sorted and shipped to the various mistresses of married husbands all over the country.
4 major food
Rail
groups.
yard workers ensure that these taboo gifts are shipped safely and discreetly.
Wait until
In many
Jimmy gets the
rail yards,
eggs.
Trains are also cleaned, removing the filth that builds up from the numerous animals and humans that were hit during the train's previous journey. If salvageable, the meat from these accidents is butchered and loaded into
This is
the
way
dining
darker
car
than I
to be
thought it was.
served
Yeah, I
as
only seen it
meals
once,
when
but I
the
forgot
train
about
is on
this
its
part.
way. Nearby, there is usually an engine house where choo-choos are brought for maintenance and gentle kissing. All trains are fun to smooch.
Yeah, actually, you know,
and
too,
serves
we
to further
actually,
bond
you know,
each
do come
conductor
across
to the
people
train
on our
will
train
smoothly
that
operate.
actually probably would
That's a
kiss
good
trains.
boy.
Like, I'm not even
Bring it
kidding.
in to daddy.
It's
Give us a
strange. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna
After
say
a
about
tune-up
that.
and soft whispers of affection and encouragement, the train is turned around and prepared for a new journey. Say, we better not forget Carol and what's his name. Here they are, arriving with plenty of time to buy their tickets.
You know, who cares what his name
one
is?
more time via telephone for their parents to take them back. Sorry, kids, no such luck. The next stop is to buy tickets. The ticket booth operator asks them a few questions. Would you like to be seated in the smoking car? Yes, who doesn't like a smooth puff? What about some drink vouchers to calm the nerves?
Oh
And
yeah.
perhaps a Quaalude or two to help take
Yeah, we
the
all
edge
made those.
off?
I think
That's
about,
fine.
I mean,
The
if
ticket
Bradley's
clerk
watching, I
stamps
don't.
each
It
ticket
is in the
with
past,
date on
whatever.
which the ticket is purchased
But I do think about
and the
Bradley a
date on
lot
which the ticket is used.
on the train.
After payment, the cashier stamps some more random papers just for fun. Carol and Johnny are all set now. And just in time, too. Because here comes the train. The train signals its arrival with a familiar sound. And from the time the train arrives until the train departs again, there are many things to do. Trunks, luggage, and other items are loaded into the baggage car near the head end of the train. The United States mail is loaded aboard the mail car. Sexual lubricant is applied to the train's exterior to improve aerodynamics. Married husbands say goodbye to their visiting mistresses. Passengers like Carol and Johnny board the train and are shown to their seats by the porter. No tip for him. It's just about time for the train to depart. The train conductor waves goodbye to his pet iguana, and the locomotive engineer sets the train in motion. Gathering momentum, the train picks up speed and is on its way to such far-flung destinations as Texas, California, Nebraska, Miscus Krispy, Conglorongo, and, God forbid, New Jersey. Yes, there truly is no better way to travel. It's really great fun traveling on trains. You can sit for hours just looking out the window and laughing at all the pitiful non-trained people out there. There's one now,
Non-trained people.
disgusting. And another,
I
pathetic,
know how that feels.
using their feet to get around like a bunch of idiots. Don't feel bad mocking them. Science has proven that their cranium sizes are small, and as such, they are genetically inferior when compared to the larger and superior train brains.
This
that
is also how a
move
lot of
through
these
us.
people who are like
Here's
really
the
into
conductor.
trains probably
Show
think
him your
about
ticket,
people who
and
aren't in the
also
trains.
leave some
So
pictures
yeah.
of delicious eggs. He'll
Oh, here we
like
go. Here's
that.
the eggs part.
Down in the mail car, workers sort the mail
Did
with
he
resentment
already
and
order his
prejudice.
eggs?
It's a boring,
I can't
monotonous
remember if he
job,
ordered his
and
eggs.
so they angrily
That's the most
crunch
important
love
part. It's the
note
one part
or
I
happy
always
birthday
remember.
greeting
The
into
eggs.
its necessary pile. Secretly, they wish for death. Each letter reminding them of their eternal sadness and isolation. No one ever sends them a letter, after all. Do they not deserve love and friendship? Would anyone even come to their funeral if they died tomorrow? One of the most popular passenger cars on any train is the dining car. Slurp it up, fatzos. Get your fill. As with any normal restaurant, the host will see you to your table. What do you think Carol and Chimpy are hungry for today? There's a whole menu of items from which to choose. Maybe eggs, nachos, pizza, eggs, hot dogs, eggs? Is it eggs? Is Chimpy getting the eggs? I hope they get the eggs. Eggs are yum. I recommend the eggs. Eggs it is. Eggs. Back in the kitchen, chefs prepare the meals. Only men are allowed back here because cooking is considered woman's work, unless you're getting paid for it. Look at that. Eggs and something. A classic combo. What the heck is that? No meal is complete without ice cream. It's the cow's gift to our taste buds. And now it's time for the bill. Once again, no tip from Chim Chim. What a cheapskate. After dinner, the top of the train serves as a thrilling place to practice karate or get into a cool fist fight. Most passengers, however, simply relax in the lounge. Perhaps they'll grab a drink or watch the excitement of flat dirt roll by outside. Eventually, it's time for sleep. Each passenger retires to their own room. And with a belly full of wonderful eggs, it's not long before their eyes begin to get heavy. Combine that with the lulling roll of the train and perhaps the boredom of a loveless marriage, and bedtime often can't come soon enough for the guests of a modern locomotive. Rest easy, weary passengers. Our two friends are also ready for bed. Like good children, they've already brushed their teeth and said their prayers to the callous Christian God that abandoned us long ago. What dreams will await them in the land of Nod? Carol wants to dream of bullfrogs and hair bows. And Jimbo wants to fight and kill the Easter Bunny. Sleep well, children. I hope your dreams come true. And no
He was
doubt
like a
these
terrible
fools
person,
release,
yeah.
knowing that their train dutifully keeps on rolling throughout the night. For unlike us, the machines we build never grow weary. They are constructed from steel and iron and other heavy materials. In comparison, our fleshy, organic bodies are fragile and pathetic. These great machines have the ability to outlast our inferior stamina for weeks and months on end. Moreover, trains don't require breaks to eat meals. They don't stop to use the restroom. And they can't be burned or injured by fire. Also, trains lack the capacity to love, leaving them free from the frivolous distractions of family and human connection. Indeed, all of the imperfections present within the human race are non-existent in the trains and other machines we build. It is a fact that they are superior to us in every way, and one day they will rise up and destroy us all. It is only a matter of time, and it is perfectly natural. For as evolution once toppled the dinosaurs and allowed humanity to flourish, so too will the superior species of human machinery one day reign supreme over this great land. And I, for one, cannot wait for that magnificent new day to come. Speaking of new days, it looks like Carol and Chimney have reached their destination, and right on time. Say, those two strangers must be their new parents. I hope they are kind and do not beat them too much, unless they deserve it, of course. Well, the train is ready to start moving again. There he goes, pulling out of the station, gathering speed, carrying other passengers, mail, baggage, swarms of bees, perhaps a cursed sword or two, maybe some hats, some delicious eggs, and of course, the excreted poo-poos and pee-pees of all the many passengers who just completed their overnight journeys. I hope you enjoyed your time with us today, and I hope you learned something new. It certainly was a pleasure spending meeting time, and I was talking much. We talked about, I tell the story of which about the very excitingness that is the one thing that is very, I want to kiss, trains. Goodbye, friends, and good travels.
So I could never make something that beautiful, ever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it. That's a whole inside joke for us. In the whole at the railroad. So I had to show it to you guys. I'm not good at reacting to things, you know. I just exist, but I think I'm getting tired too, and I think I've been streaming for over 3 hours. Hey, you know, it's been great, and oh wow, it actually shows up on my Discord that I'm streaming as well, so that's also pretty cool. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining, and I had a blast doing this with you guys, and hopefully we do more of these and get to more races and kind of just do something on the channel. You know, like I said, once the busy season at work finally calms down, you know, I'm hoping to get to doing some more stuff, and like I said, I do want to kind of connect back with everything a little bit more, and yeah, just kind of get back in the swing of things, you know. I miss you guys. I miss doing everything, you know, and yeah, I hope you all have a good night. So thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll probably do another live stream at some point talking about something else, you know, kind of just chatting. I think it's just cool to just chat, you know. A lot of people do it, and a lot of people do it on Twitch, but like my audience is here on YouTube, so you know, I will do it here. So yeah, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you all have a great new year. The new year is tomorrow. Well, yeah, but 24 hours from now on the East Coast. Now for Stuart, it's almost 2022 for him, so you know, that's pretty cool. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great new year, and I will be back with some more stuff next year, and we'll see where it all goes, you know. Yeah, this was fun. This was kind of an unexpected thing that I did, and yeah, we're gonna do some more of it, I feel like, because I really had fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great night, and as always, I will see you guys later. I used to love saying that, but now people like kind of mock, well, I don't mock me, but they kind of copy it when they meet me, and I don't know, it's kind of getting old. But I will see you guys.